The emergency family intake line at Mary's Place is busiest it's ever been. Family shelters in King County are completely full, and they have been for months. And joining me now is Mary's Place CEO Marty Hartman. Welcome to New Day. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know, we don't hear a lot about families with children being homeless. You know, most people, when they drive along and they see the tents on the side of the road, they think, oh, this is just adult people, not children inside. It's more common than we think, isn't it?
It's very common. There's an increase in the crisis of family homelessness, and those families aren't the ones you see. They're trying to remain invisible, right? Mm-hmm. For many of them, this is the very first time they're experiencing homelessness, right?
Yeah.
And they're scared, they're frightened, and so most of them are like parked at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac or outside their children's school so they don't miss school, or they're sleeping outside area hospitals waiting for that next treatment or chemo or surgery their child needs. The need is so great right now.
And I think that you and I were talking about how, you know, it can happen to anyone. It can happen so quickly in these days and ages that life just comes and it can get you, and before you know it, you need help, right?
Oh, it's so true. Most people don't expect a domestic violence situation, right? You never got into that relationship and thought that would be the end and the results of that. Or you never thought you'd have a sick child, or you never thought we'd have a pandemic and then you'd need rental assistance, and now the rental assistance is gone.
Yeah.
Those are the crises that our families are facing, along with rising rents and the increase of the cost for diapers and formula and school supplies. Everything is just compounding.
It's compounding so much, and now that driving that increase, but now we've got the extreme weather.
Right.
It is so cold outside.
Yeah.
How are families surviving this?
Yeah, it is tough right now. And as you said, the intake line that Mary's Place operates for all of the shelters in King County is the busiest it's ever been. We're serving we're taking 20 to 30 calls a day, maybe serving 2 or 3 families, but we can help. It's our community that can come alongside us and make a difference. It's neighbor to neighbor.
It's neighbor to neighbor. So what's being done to accommodate these families outside? How are people helping, and can they help?
Right. Right now we have our No Child Sleeps Outside campaign that's going on, where people can help and give. It's $35 to bring a child in tonight. We need help and support that way. But really, we've opened up every space we have, all of our offices, any community space, extra floors. We're bringing families inside, over capacity everywhere, but it's still not enough.
It's still not enough.
Right.
Tell me more about this campaign.
Yeah, No Child Sleeps Outside is our end of the year campaign, where we work really hard to get the resources so that we have those throughout the year to make sure no child has to sleep outside in our community. And if they are, we are sending mobile outreach workers to meet with them at the parks, at the schools, at the tents that they're sleeping in, and making sure that they have a path to housing. Last year alone, we moved over 1,100 families into more stable housing, and we can do more this year. So it's our community that makes that possible.
$35.
$35.
That's all it costs to bring a child inside tonight.
That's right.
Oh, it's so powerful when you think about that. What about when in the community, if we see somebody, you know, I'm sure they're embarrassed. They don't want anyone to know. They don't want their children taken away, right?
Right.
How do you approach someone? How do you say, hey, we can help? Or how do you say, hey, Mary's Place is here?
Right, there's ways that you can help. That family can call 211. You can call our Mary's Place Family Shelter intake line, or there's even a portal on our website where a community member can fill out a referral and say, I saw this family standing outside of King 5 and they need some help and support. And we'll send an outreach worker out this way, meet with that family. They are skilled, they are knowledgeable, they're experienced, and they know how to help these families move on to a more stable situation.
You know, I know homelessness doesn't end in the winter and the holidays. It's year-round. How can we be there for you year-round?
That's right. There's so many ways, by giving, of course, of your resources to make sure that we have the resources to make sure we can bring families inside. But volunteer. There's so many things folks can do. Even right now, hot cocoa stands of kids are popping up all over, right? And they're using that money and donating and giving it back. Every time you have a holiday gathering or any party during the year, you ask people simple to bring. A bag of underwear, you know, a new bag of socks, something that you can give to our community to make sure our children stay warm. Or throw a baby shower for all of the newborn babies that we have that are coming in shelter.
What a lovely idea.
Right? There's so many ways people can give and share of their time, and just be an advocate, right? You know that there's families outside. Share that and share what folks can do by going to nochildsleepsoutside.org.
Are there any things that people need that we may not think about every day?
I think things become a luxury, right? Like deodorant, perfume, right? And then underwear. You don't have it, you can't see it, but those are things that restore that dignity right from the get-go, right? Kids snacks so that they have something to put in their bag to go to school. Those are all things that are listed on our website that you can give and share. So marysplaceseattle.org. So we are just grateful and helpful.
We are grateful for you every day. One of the best organizations I've ever gotten to work with ever. So thank you, Marty, so much.
Thank you
for all that you do.
Well, thank you for amplifying the needs of our families. It's the greatest gift.
We are always here for you for that.
We'll get there. No child sleeps outside.
We'll be right back.